There is one thing that we should learn from the Brexit situation in England, and that is, as a citizen, once you give your power away, it's almost impossible to get it back. Throughout history, we've seen that it usually takes some kind of an uprising or a war. The power-hungry won't give up the control they've taken just because the people voted for it. As most of you are aware, the United Kingdom voted to leave the European Union. They're upset about the same things that a lot of us have been upset about with our federal government. It simply has too much power over us. The European Union, like our country, was created to allow states to be different while ensuring the free movement of people, goods, services, and capital within the internal market, along with security. The two biggest reasons the Brits voted to leave concern sovereignty and immigration. The people want to make their own decisions as to how they run their country and who they let in to their country. Is that too much to ask? Well, apparently it is, because it's been 3.5 years since the British voted to leave. Former Prime Minister Theresa May couldn't get it done, and now Boris Johnson has taken a crack at it. Think about this. A people of a sovereign nation have lost the ability to choose the direction of their own country. The European globalists are doing everything they can to stop Brexit, just like the American left are trying to oust an America First president. Democrats are openly against putting America first. They're for an immigration system that puts the immigrant first. They're for an educational system that puts the teacher first. They're for environmental policy that puts the rest of the world first. No wonder they hate Donald Trump. Their slogan should be America Last. They won't even discuss the economy. They refuse to talk about the fact that minorities are doing better under this administration than pretty much ever before. And Democrats aren't just refusing to talk about it, they're trying to stop it. Now, ask yourself, why would Democrats want to stop a president that is achieving historic results for minorities across the country? Could there possibly be a good answer to that question? I don't think so. We know how their policies create victims. We know how they pit the rich and the poor against each other. We know how they exploit one's race to divide us up into voting blocks. Democrats are willing to destroy everything good the Trump administration has accomplished to move forward with their big government globalist agenda. You see, Democrats have two main ways they further their leftist goals: indoctrination through the educational system and government dependence. If someone is okay with being dependent on the system, it's not hard to convince them to vote for the party who promises to give them more free stuff. The Democrats pretty much have that voter demographic on lockdown. According to Debt.org, 63% of people who make less than $15,000 a year vote Democrat. And of course, their policies are designed to put more people into that demographic. If you think that sounds far-fetched, ask yourself this question. Why would Democrats promote policies that move people out of that demographic, a demographic that skews so much into their favor? Once Americans start making more than $50,000 a year, they tend to vote more often for Republicans. And that's why Democratic policies don't promote quality education, independence, or self-reliance. The other way they convince people to support their agenda is through the indoctrination in our educational system. 51% of young people view socialism in a positive light. That's 6 percentage points higher than their view on capitalism, the very system that has made their lives so good. The disconnect between how good young Americans have it and why they have it so good is astonishing. They think that America is so rich, the government should provide free health care, daycare, education, and housing, among other things. But they never stop to think, why is America so much richer than other nations? According to the last census in 2010, 80% of poor American households have air conditioning, and 75% of the poor own a vehicle. These are a couple things that make life a lot better. And guess what? Democrats openly talk about making it harder and more expensive to own gas-guzzling vehicles and to live in air-conditioned dwellings. That's not a coincidence. Right now, unemployment is at record lows for minorities. Our stock markets are about as high as they've ever been. And the majority of the poor have air conditioning in their homes, a vehicle to get around in, and cable or satellite TV to watch. What is it exactly that the Democrats and the globalists want so badly that they're willing to change a system that has provided the best results for the majority of the people? And the answer is power. They're not concerned for the well-being of the poor, and they're not concerned for the well-being of the planet either. They're only concerned about gaining power. And just like what we're seeing in England right now, once you give your power away, you're going to have to fight like crazy to get it back. And that's the simple truth. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and if you want to become a supporting member of Blue Collar Logic, click on the link in the description and give what you can.